Greetings and welcome, or welcome back as the case may be. Honestly, hopefully it's a little of both. That said, let's dig straight into this. Today's going to be a reading from, in this case, continuing my story, The Red Rider. Previously, in the first part of this reading, our main character, our protagonist, the Red Rider, had come to a town that was being threatened by what are termed hellhounds. And supposedly fire always comes with the hellhounds. So we'll see what that means probably this time. No, not probably. We'll definitely. And she's gone out into the woods to find the pack and deal with them. So that's where we're at. So let's pick up where we left off. If you want to, go back and listen to the first part. It's labeled under that, The Red Rider Part 1. So let's get started. That's when she saw the light. A soft, flickering orange glow of flames to her left and right. Loud howls came from close at hand on either side, and dark forms came toward her out of the trees. Hellhounds are larger than wolves, and these were about 4 foot tall at the shoulder. Their coats were featureless and black, their eyes blazed orange, and smoke billowed up behind them as the forest leaves caught fire in their wake. Fire comes with hellhounds when they are on the hunt. 3 came from the left, 2 from the right, and she figured there were 2 behind her. Prey waits, so she took a deep breath and spun to the right. Breaking into a run, she charged the 2 hounds there. The 3 that were now behind her howled with glee, for prey also runs. The 2 in front lunged to get a bite into her. She swung the axe in a gleaming arc that caught the head of the hound on her right, cleaving the top from the rest. The handle of the axe lanced back through her hands and hit the left one in its jaw, and a counter swing laid open its side as she raced past. By this time she was in the woods, and sprang onto a fallen tree, using it to vault onto a large oak ahead. Tucking into a ball, she turned so her feet touched the trunk first, and she pushed back, doing a somersault over a 3rd hound. The axe blurred in an arc once again as she tumbled over the hound, and its head split in half. When she landed, she found herself surrounded by the 4 remaining hounds and a steadily growing wall of fire. The hounds circled and snarled, baring their teeth. 3 of their number were dead or dying, and they'd taken the point that here was no easy meat. She couldn't stay where she was. Even if the monsters didn't attack, the fire and smoke they generated would soon burn and choke her to death. And they knew it. This was not an uncommon tactic. They circled her, snarling their hatred and hunger, and she turned in the opposite direction to their circling, looking for an opening, just as they were. Finally, the Red Rider reached up with one hand and unfastened the clasp of her cloak. She waited until one hound was behind her, then leaped forward in a sudden move while tossing the cloak up and back. Veshta! The word echoed through the forest, and the axe head glowed a brilliant blue. An icy wind came up from behind her, and she shot forward with a blast of cold air. With a grunt, she slammed into a hellhound in front of her and came to a halt. The hound whined as it was bowled over and went tumbling away. She found herself in the flames and cried out in pain. She ran out of the fire, swinging the axe wildly in front of her. Where the glowing axe head touched, the fire died away. Stumbling free, she found the hound that she'd struck and buried her axe into its side before it could recover its feet. Her clothes were still smoldering, but she turned to face the remaining 3 hounds. And I believe that's where we'll end this week's reading of The Red Rider. It's getting exciting, but I figure that's about long enough to hold everybody's attention. We'll finish the story out next week, so I hope you'll tune in then. And on that note, I'll wish you a good day. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.